Astaxanthin is known for reducing mental fatigue, improving clarity of thinking, concentration, motivation, mood, and vision, and it's a powerful antioxidant. Astaxanthin is a naturally pink xanthophyll, and it belongs to a group of chemicals called carotenoids. It's produced by several freshwater and marine microorganisms, including bacteria, yeast, fungi, and microalgae. Because of its deep red-orange colour, the astaxanthin leaves a pink or red colour in salmon, trout, lobsters, shrimp, and other seafood that feed on the organism. Its unique molecular structure makes it a powerful antioxidant. Astaxanthin is 550 times more effective than vitamin E against lipid peroxidation in the mitochondria. Astaxanthin provides a potent nootropic because of its unique chemical structure, which allows it to easily cross the blood-brain barrier. Research and clinical trials over the last 10 years have shown that astaxanthin has a potential for Alzheimer's disease, stroke, high cholesterol, liver disease, Parkinson's disease, macular degeneration, and even cancer. Astaxanthin has been shown to improve exercise performance, including decreasing muscle damage and soreness related to exercise. And astaxanthin is used to prevent sunburn, improve sleep, improve fertility, and ease the symptoms of menopause and rheumatoid arthritis. Astaxanthin is a potent antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory, providing protection from Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, and other neurodegenerative diseases. Astaxanthin protects your cells from the destructive effects caused by free radicals, and it protects cognitive function by increasing cerebral blood flow for better memory and overall cognitive performance. Supplementing with astaxanthin helps to reduce cortisol, a biomarker for stress and mental fatigue. Astaxanthin boosts the health of skin, joints, heart, and the brain, and its use as a nootropic supplement is supported by more than 1,097 peer-reviewed papers in the last 5 years. It's one of the few antioxidants that can cross the blood-brain barrier and the blood-retinal barrier, benefiting both your brain and your vision. A comparative study shows that astaxanthin is 6,000 times more potent than vitamin C, 550 times more powerful than vitamin E, and 5 times better than beta-carotene in trapping energy from a singlet oxygen, one of the most common reactive oxygen species in your body and your brain. The astaxanthin can neutralize the reactive oxygen species without generating pro-oxidants, a common side effect of other antioxidants. Astaxanthin prevents the accumulation of phospholipid hydroperoxide, which accumulates abnormally in dementia patients. In one study, dementia patients were given astaxanthin for 12 weeks. The study showed the patients who were supplementing with the astaxanthin had lower concentrations of the phospholipid hypoperoxide and erythrocytes, demonstrating its potential in preventing and possibly treating dementia. As a nootropic, it's been shown to boost cognitive function and memory. 96 healthy and aged individuals with some level of age-related forgetfulness received either astaxanthin at 6 or 12 milligrams per day, or placebo for 12 weeks. The researchers concluded that the astaxanthin improved memory and it boosted cognition, attention, and information processing in the aged study participants. Astaxanthin boosts brain health and function in many ways. It protects the brain from neurodegenerative diseases. Studies show that the astaxanthin scavenges the reactive oxygen species and the free radicals associated with diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Age-related cognitive decline often includes reduced blood flow to the brain, resulting in memory loss and impaired cognition. The astaxanthin easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, and it scavenges the free radicals, enhancing the brain blood flow and providing more oxygen and nutrients for neuroprotection against inflammatory disease that can lead to a stroke. Astaxanthin's antioxidant power is greater than other members of the carotenoid family, helping to prevent metal ion-induced oxidative stress by chelating heavy metals and acting as an anti-inflammatory. Astaxanthin helps to reduce mental fatigue. Studies show that supplementing with the astaxanthin can help to prevent mental fatigue, including in healthy people. Mental fatigue is often caused by oxidative stress. Measuring phosphatidylcholine hydroperoxide in the bloodstream is a marker, and it's used when testing for a cause of fatigue. Supplementing with the astaxanthin helps the recovery from the mental fatigue because it decreases the phosphatidylcholine hydroperoxide, which is often elevated during mental and physical tasks. When you supplement with astaxanthin, it primarily accumulates in the mitochondria. Mitochondrial membranes are especially prone to oxidative stress, and this can hamper energy production. The astaxanthin neutralizes the free radicals in the mitochondrial membrane, resulting in an increase in cellular energy production. Oxidation is a natural byproduct of cellular energy production in your brain and your body. But as you age, oxidative stress in your brain also increases. It often is accelerated by the modern Western diet. Increasing oxidative stress can lead to increased inflammation, accelerated aging, memory loss, chronic fatigue, and neurodegenerative disease. Supplementing with astaxanthin as a nootropic can help to slow and even reverse this cognitive decline caused by the oxidative stress, potentially preventing age-related neurocognitive diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, stroke, and dementia. The astaxanthin has a unique molecular structure, which makes it more potent than any other antioxidant. Astaxanthin has the unique ability to help to protect both the cell's exterior as well as the interior from the oxidative stress. While you can't prevent aging, you can slow down the aging process by reducing oxidative stress, protecting your brain cells and your mitochondria. Energy production in the mitochondria generates enormous amounts of free radicals, and these can cause the oxidative stress. The astaxanthin helps to support and strengthen your body's own antioxidant defense against this stress. Studies have shown that astaxanthin counteracts mental fatigue, and it improves clarity of thinking, concentration, motivation, and mood. Natural astaxanthin easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, and it helps to prevent diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, which are associated with mitochondrial dysfunction. Several clinical studies have shown that natural astaxanthin as a nootropic helps to improve memory and multitasking in those experiencing age-related forgetfulness. If you have chronic fatigue or memory issues, you might want to try supplementing with astaxanthin. Users who supplement with astaxanthin report a dramatic difference in how they feel, with more energy and less brain fog. People with joint and muscle pain say they get relief from the pain. It may take 6 to 8 weeks supplementing with astaxanthin before you begin to experience its benefits, but some say it worked for them within just a few days. Many find their skin becomes clearer within a week of taking the astaxanthin. Astaxanthin is especially beneficial for your vision. You might find that your eyesight gets better. Many using the astaxanthin say they found that they can stay in the sun significantly longer without getting sunburn. Astaxanthin is a powerful antioxidant, resulting in fewer lines and wrinkles with continued use. If you're experiencing brain fog, slow thinking, or poor vision, or skin health, you might start feeling better once you add astaxanthin to your diet. Astaxanthin improved the antioxidant capacity of red blood cells in a study conducted with 30 elderly people, resulting in a decreased risk factor for developing dementia due to a reduced buildup of phospholipid hydroperoxides in the cell membrane. An animal study in China showed that supplementing with astaxanthin can delay brain aging by reducing oxidative damage and by increasing levels of brain-derived nootropic factor, which is needed for the creation and the repair of neurons. When rats were pre-treated with high doses of astaxanthin, the possibility of brain damage from a stroke was significantly reduced, and the animals performed better in a learning performance test after a stroke. Astaxanthin also sped up recovery, and it reduced inflammation after a traumatic brain injury in mice. The astaxanthin protects the brain cells from beta-amyloid-induced toxicity, which is associated with Alzheimer's disease. In 2009, a study in Japan showed astaxanthin is effective for age-related decline of psychomotor and cognitive function. 10 healthy males, aged 60 to 69, experienced age-related memory loss, and they were recruited for the study. By the end of the study, the men experienced a significant improvement in cognition, attention, memory, and information processing. In another Japanese study, researchers gave astaxanthin to 96 elderly subjects with age-related forgetfulness. The researchers concluded that supplementing with the astaxanthin resulted in better learning and memory. Mental fatigue can be caused by increased oxidative stress due to a reduction in the brain's oxygen supply. Fujifilm conducted a study on how astaxanthin can be used to reduce mental fatigue. They gave either astaxanthin or placebo to a group of 24 volunteers. Mental fatigue was induced in these volunteers. The researchers concluded that the group that received the astaxanthin showed significant improvements from the mental fatigue when compared to the placebo group. In a study published by the Journal of Clinical Therapeutics and Medicine, 39 healthy subjects experiencing mental fatigue were divided into test and control groups and were given either astaxanthin or placebo. The group who received the natural astaxanthin exhibited reduced symptoms of mental and physical fatigue. Digging deeper, the researchers also found the subjects experienced better clarity of thinking, concentration, motivation, and mood. A recommended dose of astaxanthin is 4 to 16 milligrams per day. To achieve the equivalent of this dose, you'd need to consume 600 to 2,000 grams of seafood per day. Studies conducted in Japan show that supplementing with 4 milligrams of astaxanthin per day, it leads to protection of the skin against UV rays, and supplementing with 6 milligrams leads to better skin texture, elasticity, and improved eye health. If you're an athlete, you can take up to 16 milligrams of astaxanthin per day. It's fat soluble and needs to be taken with a meal containing healthy fats, like coconut oil or MCT oil, to improve its absorption. If you're dealing with a bleeding disorder or using blood-thinning medication, you shouldn't use astaxanthin. If you're diabetic or hypoglycemic, you must use astaxanthin with caution and monitor your blood sugar level closely and adjust your medicine accordingly. Astaxanthin may also lower blood pressure, so if you're using natural or prescription medication that lowers blood pressure, monitor your levels if using astaxanthin. If you're using 5-alpha reductase inhibitors for an enlarged prostate or for hair loss, it's not recommended using astaxanthin, because astaxanthin can inhibit the conversion of testosterone to DHT, possibly resulting in low libido, enlarged breasts, decreased semen quantity during ejaculation, impotence, increased skin pigmentation, hair growth, weight gain, and depression. If you're sensitive to 5-alpha reductase inhibitors, you should completely avoid astaxanthin. You shouldn't use astaxanthin if you have an autoimmune disorder, you're on immune suppressing drugs, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. You might experience mild side effects like abdominal pain and cramping. Your body doesn't make astaxanthin on its own, so to get its benefits, you have to take it as a supplement. It's especially helpful for people dealing with Alzheimer's disease, stroke, high cholesterol, liver disease, Parkinson's disease, macular degeneration, or age-related cognitive decline. It may boost energy levels, reduce brain fog, improve your mood, and help to protect from the age-related diseases. You can safely take from 8 to 12 milligrams of astaxanthin per day. Keep in mind that it's a fat-soluble supplement, so it needs to be taken with a fat meal. For more information about herbs, supplements, or natural treatments, check out my website.